This is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Thank you, David. Clock is at 3. Here's Jones. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. MP deciding where to go with it. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
McCollum kicks to Valanciunas. Back to McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air. And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Cullen passes to Jones. Ingram wide open, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
The key for Brandon is shooting with confidence. When he does this, he buries these trays.
And you look at the way Ingram can get off a shot. When he gets to his spots, there's just no stopping him. Very few players can create like he can.
Now here's Embiid. Valanciunas grabs the board. McCollum outside. There's the pass to Jones. Now here's Ingram.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
This is it to McCollum.
2 minutes.
Shoots. That one doesn't drop. And the 76ers go the other way with it. A creator indeed. And the name you always hear, Greg, with Ingram as a comparison, Kevin Durant.
And that's about as fair a comp as you'll find. Ingram is special with how he can rise up over defenders with that shot. Makes him a lethal weapon late in the game.
Now Embiid following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's MP. That one goes. Count it. MP's got 6. And here are the Pelicans now. They trail by 1. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
They were able to convert a lot of those offensive rebounds. That's the key, generating points off those extra possessions.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. And New Orleans going with a whole new group out there. And some changes here for the 76ers. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. McCollum and Jones are their goalers. Ingram in the front court with Williamson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
This Pelicans team is interesting because they haven't been fully healthy. If they can keep everyone healthy, they can be a force.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Washington was a man on a mission. He had 30 points and throughout the game took smart, efficient shots that found the bottom of the net. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. Can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Health is at the top of the list, you're right. And about the Pelicans, Smitty, they've had some bad luck in recent years regarding injuries, haven't they?
Yes, starting with Zion, Kevin, out most of last year, it really hurt them. But they got a lot of leadership on this team. If they can pull it all together, they'll be fine.
And it's Williamson missing.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Harris dishes to MP. Harris kicks to Harden. To the inside, Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Personal
They
foul.
are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Shooting for Philadelphia.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And Embiid, no good on that one. And after the last couple seasons, it's nice to get back to the more normal way of doing things, isn't it, Smitty?
It is, Kevin. We saw the playoff bubble, the reduction in games, more back-to-backs. Shows you how much can be taken for granted.
Now, here is Harden. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Inside. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Maxey. Now it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead. The Pelicans have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass to Jones. Here's Valanciunas, guarded by Embiid. To the middle. Here's Ingram. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
And the length of Brandon Ingram is impressive. Nice job using it to grab the board.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they've just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results.
Reed is checked in for Joel Embiid.
Together, that was your Pelicans dance team.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's MP. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Williamson kicks to Jones. Pass to McCollum from deep. That one, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And taking on an interconference foe, certainly not a rival. They're the better team, and they showed it, winning both matchups last season. No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
First one falls for him.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Harrell, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for James Harden. Second free throw, no good.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
Here's Alvarado. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Graham, and the rejection by MP. And there's the pass to Melton. Down low, Reed, and the dunk by Reed.
Assisted.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Ingram. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Minnesota.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, we know the Pelicans made that trade to bring in C.J. McCollum. He says, I think it's a match made in heaven. I'm happy to be here. The cool part is that I haven't had to make any real adjustments. The way I play is the right way. Kevin, back to you.
Well, and he's completely changing teams mid-season. Tough thing to do, but he is a veteran that can certainly handle it. Ball in his hands, good things usually happen. Hey, David, thank you for that story.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. New Orleans making a switch here. Murphy's checked in. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Maxey. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 55 seconds left now here in the second. Here's MP. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. MP's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Pass to Graham. Murphy against MP. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
20 seconds left in the first half. Back to Graham. Pass to Nance. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alvarado. Shoots over Melton. And again, no good by New Orleans.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
And so it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back to the action in just a minute. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Harris and Embiid are manning the post positions. Tyrese Maxey out there with Harden. And it's MP in at the small 4. Harris's shot is good.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. I'm sure he'll take the trade-off. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's MP. It's rebounded by New Orleans. McCollum right side. Ingram left side. Outside, Jones. Valanciunas passes to Jones. Out to Ingram. Over MP. And it's Ingram missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Here's MP. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now here's McCollum. A dependable source of points for his team, averages just under 24 points a game.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Timeout called the 76ers. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
And the 76ers making a change here. Niang's checked in. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Maxey. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Steps back and fires. Good on the shot. Maxey's got his second basket of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Jones against Maxey. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Over Harris, 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Harden kicks to Niang. Pass to Maxey. Clock at 6. Here's the floater, and it's in there. Maxey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Ingram against Harris. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us?
Coming on to the
He's checked
floor
in
for
for
the
Philadelphia.
76ers.
Running on the wing, they'll have Jones and Ingram. Up front, it's Williamson at the 4. And Valanciunas at the 5. And it's McCollum in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Well, free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through. Even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row, no player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Shot clock at 6. Jones finds Ingram. The 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's MP. The pass to Maxey. Shoots over Ingram. Here's Embiid. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
And another great look at the 2K drive.
And it's plays like that, Kevin, that show you why they are so far ahead. Didn't settle for anything outside and went right to the rim.
Now here's Valanciunas. Jones, the pass to Williamson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Harris.
This is where you like to see Zion go to work in the lane, where his size is a decided advantage.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
And here's McCollum, following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Over Harden. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the 76ers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Here's Jones, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. McCollum, no good. The three from MP. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Here's McCollum. Knocks down the step-back J.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Passes it to Embiid. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Second team
Who
foul.
draws more fouls than
At the line for
Embiid?
Philly,
Very few players,
Joel Embiid.
if any. Too
Taking
much
2
size
shots.
and really too much skill to defend. Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Embiid. Steve, last season the Pelicans showed signs of progress over previous years.
Well, Kevin, securing their highest finish in 3 years. Yeah, I definitely call that solid progress. And I think this team could be on track to only get better.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. And Embiid drops them both. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
2 minutes
Now, here is
remaining.
Hernan Gomez.
2 minutes.
It's over Tucker. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.